Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CoStar booth. I'm Jean-Baptiste Favier from Business Immo. We'll be interviewing Cécile Tricault with Berteric Tenkate from CoStar News UK. Cécile Tricault, hello.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Pleasure to meet you. Thanks.
You're the SVP Regional Southern Europe of Prologis. And in the recent event regarding your company, you've managed a new organization with the two functions, operations and capital deployments, that are being addressed separately. In what intent was that?
So operations and capital deployment have always existed with Prologis, but within operations, you have property management, customer management, leasing management, CapEx. So all these functions were managed separately. So all the idea about creating this asset management function under the operations umbrella is really to have all this together, make sure that we enhance the value, that we take and connect the dots between all functions. And it also allows us to integrate and coordinate better with our new businesses, such as energy, mobility solutions, essentials operations. And it's really like this function is going to be the connecting point between everything going around the building and the customer.
When I speak to a lot of investors here at MIPIM, I hear that they still want very much logistics, also a lot of new entrants. At the same time, you see logistics space becoming more scarce also as authorities are sort of clamping down on new developments. How do you find the market and sourcing new product, and what does it do to pricing?
So I think in terms of pricing, we've seen, of course, the market drop over the past 18 months. So this gives opportunities, and this is also, and to your question earlier, how and why we have this kind of capital deployment function, which is now standing alone, because we want our people to be able to focus solely on all the opportunities and grab all the maybe low-hanging fruits, but also all the opportunity to expand our portfolio. We are buyers. We want to expand. So to your question, it's really, we see more and more barriers. We see more and more regulation. We see more and more environmental constraints. So this has, as a consequence, we face more and more challenging to deploy new buildings. But it's also an opportunity to really transition to new carbon neutral, carbon zero buildings, and to innovate and transform our portfolio to prepare for the future.
So are you more focused on standing assets at the moment or new developments?
We do both. So there are times when, when the market got crazy, maybe we're more focused on developments. When the markets get softer, we are very much more interested in acquisition. So at the moment, the market is softer. We are really ready to find standalone assets, existing portfolios, but we have a huge land bank. And we are also developing our land bank, making sure we have all the entitlements in place, and making sure we also support our customers in their expansion plans.
Do you think that the yields for standing assets are appropriate at the moment? Has the price correction taken place, or is there still a bit more to go?
I think the price correction has taken place. There might be some softening again for another quarter or so, a couple of quarters, but I think we are getting to the inflection point. So depending, of course, on what the BCE, the Fed are going to do with the interest rates, we are going to see the market. But for now, the repricing, we have started to reprice our portfolio back in September 22, actually. So it's been 18 months. And now, again, I think we see the inflection point coming.
In the recent events of your strategy, you've been pushing a lot forward with services, but the services are really going to your tenants. Why do you push forward in that direction?
So we do not do real estate for real estate, actually. We do real estate to serve our customers, to support our customers in their operations. So we are very close to our customers. And one of the main pain points from them when we had conversation with them was that they want to focus on their own operations. They don't always have the resources, the time to focus on everything around. So the idea of the services is we take care of everything. Just trust us. We bring you the solutions. This is why we call our solution essential solutions. And we bring you with move-in facilities, amenities for fit-out, for furniture, for IT systems, for racking, everything. I mean, like everything they need, they can rely on us to take care of this. On the move out as well, when they leave our portfolio, again, they don't have to take care of, refining the slab or whatever. They just rely on us. And this is all about partnering with our customers for them to really be 100% focused on their own operations, and we take care of the rest.
I suppose they also, in a way, become more dependent on you if you offer those kind of services and the stickier tenants.
Well, actually, this is also, almost 50 to 60% of our customer base is global.
Yeah.
So we support them not only in France or in Italy or in the Netherlands. I mean, so we are global, they are global. So of course, we want to partner with our customers, and we also want to be the preferred landlord, obviously, yes. Mm-hmm. So the stickiness is not to make them dependent, it's really to make sure they see us as a partner, and they see us as the solution for them to enhance and create value in their own business.
I saw that you're also branching out slightly maybe away from logistics into things like data centers. Can you explain a bit about that?
Of course. I mean, development of AI, digitalization also is really increasing, and there's a need for such facilities as data centers. And a data center, I mean, inside the building, you're going to have a lot of IT systems, a lot of electronic facilities, but the envelope itself is quite similar to one that you have in a warehouse. Mm-hmm. So what we are doing at the moment is we have looked into our own portfolio and seen, because we are global and we have warehouses everywhere. We also have warehouses close to the cities in areas where there is power, where there is opportunity to turn the warehouse into a data center. So we are looking into our portfolio to find the opportunities. And in France, in the Netherlands, in the UK, we are currently turning some of our properties into data centers to support also the needs of course, the communities, but also of our customers.
Is it difficult to get rezone something like a logistics property into a data center in terms of different regulation, getting planning permission, for example?
So planning permission is always a challenge. Depending on which country you are in, it's more or less challenging. But generally speaking, it's quite a challenge. The biggest challenge with data centers is not really the planning application; is really the power, the access to power, because we see that there's more and more demand, and that some cities and some countries, like the northern countries in Europe, are now kind of slowing down the access to power. So really, when you have a site, a plot of land or a plot of a piece of assets that you want to turn into a data center, the first thing is to look to the power. And then application comes next.
One last question, which is kind of a general question. What is your current view on logistic European markets?
So the logistics business has strong fundamentals. Linked, of course, to the deployment of e-commerce. Even if it has slowed down, it's still like increasing. Also the nearshoring or reshoring of activities. Also the stock resiliency, the fact that we are now companies are getting higher stocks to support the supply chain disruption risk sometimes. So for all these reasons, the fundamentals for logistics are strong, heavy. And at the same time, as I was saying, like the capacity to deploy to create new developments, to create new buildings is kind of constrained. So the market itself, for the long term, we see this increasing, and this is the case in Europe, it's the case globally. Now, for this year, we have seen some consumption reduction everywhere because of inflation. So maybe on the short-term period, there's going to be maybe a decrease in volumes. There might be a slight decrease in the demand from customers when have less volumes. But this should not last for a long time, might be a year or 18 months.
Do you have any other questions? No, you're good. Okay. Well, thanks a lot, Cécile Tricault, for your testimony. And thanks for having us. We were happy to have you on the CoStar News booth. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.